2 years, 18, 40, or 75. I'm just saying. If you've done anything, if you've attempted to do anything, if you had a heart and a desire to do anything, and I'm not reading now, y'all, that's me talking. I get passionate. I commend you. LockMarie, the talk show host of this podcast, commend you. And I now that I'm thinking about it, I ask the question, who says how long, or for how, what length of time in life you were supposed to do it? Who says that you had to be there 24/7, or like, okay, when relationships end, okay, and we need to be adult enough to understand that, right? One parent is going one way, one parent is going the other way. The child, y'all don't laugh, it ain't funny though, but like the story in the Bible with the king and the baby, and the woman was saying it was hers, and the other one was saying, well, and the king said, just give me the baby, I'm gonna cut it in half, right? The child can't be cut in half, so the child has to go somewhere, right? So what needs to happen is parents need to be mature and responsible. That's my preacher woman. Responsible enough to realize that if they come with me, that does not mean I am to keep them and harbor them and kidnap them literally, like you don't exist and you never was ever here and had nothing. You know what I'm saying? You were a part of something because the kids exist. Now, whether you were in a relationship with her, that's totally different, and that has nothing, let me say that again, that has nothing to do with the fact you are the sperm participant in this equation. So the child has two parents. So the child deserves to know both parents. And on that note, I'm going to take a break and sip my tea. See, I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't buying to bite my tongue. I'm bold as a lion when it comes to this one, right? Because right is just right. And I see so much in this world, Jesus. And ladies, like I said, I'm a woman, so I could talk about us. Sometimes you think your stuff don't stink so much till you can do anything you want to do, and just let me tell you, it is not attractive or becoming, and it don't make you right. It doesn't make you queen. It don't make you mother of the year. We need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves and wreck these children that we're bringing into this world. Okay? Once again, the creation of the child, because I'm keep it real, it's a lot now, I guess, but there's many that did not come from quote unquote relationships. I saw it every day. And that's probably another reason why I'm as passionate as I am about when I speak about this. Because People have just met folks on truck stops and met folks in clubs and met folks at the library and met folks at a shoe store. Exchange information. Some of them don't even wait till they get home. And let me tell y'all one time, and this is a true story, y'all. I promise you. My mama can attest to it. She worked at a library, a public library. There is a ledge. That library is at least, how many floors was that library? 4, 5? And it was a tall building. We don't know how they got out there, but it was a girl and a boy, a male and a female, and they was not over 12th grade. These were young folks on the ledge. Now, mind you, they thought they were hiding, I guess, because you know how in the hotel, that show you they was young and very immature. You know the windows where you can see you from the outside is black, so you can't see in. Well, I guess they didn't have the sense enough to realize that just because they couldn't see in didn't mean people inside couldn't see out. Well, and when I tell you they were standing up against the library, public library, in broad daylight, having sex. I know y'all think I'm lying. I would think I was hope I would be, but I'm not. And the employee, it took us all a minute, because I was there visiting, and it took us all a minute to process, because we could not just fathom the fact we were watching and seeing what we were seeing. And so one of the employees snapped out of the trance before the rest of them and went over and banged on the window real hard and literally scared the light, like the daylights, out of both of them. And they grabbed themselves and took, start buttoning and doing, because she had on a little skirt, whatever, and they did with her and they took off. Now, that right there was not a mother and a father, a husband and a wife. Whether they were dating or not, I can't tell you. I don't know whether or not she even knew him, whether he just met her and said, hey, let's go around the building, I like you. I have no clue what happened. You can make your own interpretation to the story. The fact is that I'm just showing that happens constant. Like, people are mating. Somebody somewhere right now is mating, right? Whether it's inside a building, outside a building, whether they know the person, whether they don't know the person, whether it's in my state, in another state, somewhere somebody is doing something, okay? And from that act, a child can, and 90% of the time is produced, okay? And because of that act, and because both people participated in the act, both people should also have a hand and a participation in the growing up and nurturing of the child. And I don't care. You ain't gotta agree. I'm gonna clap on that. Just because the relationship didn't work, just because you got tired or he got tired, just because you flipped out or he flipped out, just because you cheated or he cheated, just because, I don't know, you got bored or he got bored, just because you lost your job or he lost his, whatever it does not matter what happened to end the relationship. The parenting will continue and should continue. And that does not give you, mom, a pass to act as if you now, because a relationship has ended and he was man enough, I'm going to say this part, man enough in some situations to leave before he wrecked himself and you. I'm just saying, okay? And then, like us, this is Father's Day, so we're going to keep it that way, but it's a lot of women who leave situations, right? But we're talking about the men. Just because he left and did not rip them out of your life or rip them out of your, you know what I'm saying? Because most men were taught and brought up that the woman is to be the nurturer, the woman is the mom takes care of the kids and the dad. So that is society's way of, so for you to now punish him, quote unquote, or try and make him seem like he did something wrong because he moved on from a situation that was toxic, that was negative, or just not working, right? You, mom, have something to deal with from within. If you are a mother right now, well, we ain't even got to go into the book, y'all. I could just talk on this myself. If you are a mother and your children or your child has a father living, breathing, and moving, and listen to me, ladies, before you start rolling your eyes, he wants to be a part. He desires, right? He has never, ever, you have never heard the words come out his mouth, I don't want to be these kids' father, I don't want to stand up, I don't want to, you have never heard them words come out his mouth. And you know, deep in your heart, because you know that the reason that he is not in their life is because of you. I need you to check yourself today and go within and get some stuff fixed that only you can fix. Only you can do this. Your mama can't help you with this one. Your daddy can't help you with this one. Ooh, that's a big truck. Sorry, y'all. I get distracted easily, as y'all can see. Nobody else can help you with this one. You have to be real with you. And as I stated this morning on my women's tea, ooh, it was so good, y'all, this morning. You got to look that woman in the face in the mirror. And you got to have the most uncomfortable conversation with her that you have ever had. And face the fact that you have not made all the right choices and decisions, and you have not made rational choices or decisions. You have done things out of spite, out of hate, out of anger, out of bitterness, out of resent. I mean, y'all know the words. That is the only reason you are doing what you're doing. It is not because he is abusive. It's not because he's mean. It's not because he's evil. It's not because he's angry. It has none of those things have anything. The only reason you are not quote unquote, allowing the relationship is because you have not dealt with the woman you look at every day in the mirror. And it's time, ladies, moms, it's time. And I really try not to get emotional about this. But how many more kids have to go through life wondering, confused, frustrated,